Jesus talks to the said the Pharisees and the Sadducees came and tempting and desired that he should show them a sign from heaven. But when you begin to look at the text, Jesus also taught his disciples and he also warned them. He taught them, he said, it doesn't matter how the Pharisees and the Sadducees look inside the church, you have to be solid outside of the church also. He said they had the right look when they walked in the church. They wore the right clothes. They wore the right things. He said, but somewhere between the indoor and the outdoor, they lost their anointing. Yeah, he teaches them from this point, starting at verse 6, he said, he answered and said to them, when it is evening, you say it will be fine weather, for the sky is red. He said, and in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and low. He said, oh ye what? Hypocrites. So one thing I found out that a hypocrite can tell you a lot of things about yourself, about you, but when it comes down to dealing with hypocrites, they can't see their own self. I'm beginning to feel some take off in me right now. He began to talk to them about the wicked and adulterous nations that they was dealing with the Pharisees and the Sadducees. He began to tell them, he said, you have to beware of the leaven that's in there. And we have to understand leaven is something that you put in bread, or it's yeast that you put in bread, and it causes over a period of time, if you leave it out in the air, it'll cause the bread to rise. Can I give y'all some biblical insight on leaven? If it caused bread to rise, and you think about the Greek terminology of leaven, it means that it'll make it puff up. See, when you're just dealing with tradition in the church, it'll cause the people in the church to become puffed up. See, the Bible teaches us about being puffed up. He says that when you're puffed up, you're not really who you say you are. And in other words, you might holler like you're supposed to holler. You might have the right dance like you're supposed to have. You may be able to preach like you're supposed to preach. But somewhere between your anointing and your puffed up is causing you to degrade yourself. He began to let them know. He said the Pharisees and the Sadducees is not who all they're cracked up to be. He said the reason I want you to be solid, Peter, is because the Pharisees, they have a look to be solid. Inside of the church, they're solid. But to be solid, you have to be solid also on the outside. He said there's something about the church folk of this day and time, and also that day and time, you have to understand that everybody have the right look inside of the building. But when you get out of the church, if the right woman switch your way, if the right thing is smoking come your way, if the right thing is drinking come your way, you will find out that everybody to holler, Lord, Lord. And God wants us to understand that in order for us to be built on a solid foundation, our terminology of our mindset must change. When you build something, you must have intentions for that building to last.